nose will get.
What's going on, everybody? Huh?
My nose will get stuffy as soon as you fucking started this shit. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, now you have to start over. Hold on.
That's a funny way to open, though.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, and welcome to another episode 12 of the Light Skinned Perspective.
We cranking them out. Light skinned. I don't know why Kenan keeps mispronouncing this shit.
You started saying light skinned perspective.
I did. Well, I feel like you trying to basically you want to take the rights, but light skinned it. Because you could be like, it's not light skinned, it's light skinned. So like when we have a legal issue, you could say like the whole time you were saying a different shit.
See, guys, Mo Green is already planning to stab me in the back.
Nah.
I can't believe he's even considering that.
No, you the one that's trying to change the name.
You're the one that started off saying light skinned.
I said it like once as a joke.
No, you said it like 16 times as a joke. So now I'm like, all right.
So it just got
skinned perspective then.
It got implanted into your brain. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue with the intro. I apologize.
Let's see. That's Mo. Mo has no
morals.
No, he has no control.
So Kenan, like, would you consider like being with like a trans or something? Would you like do that?
Mo has no impulse control.
Yo, that's making shit funny. If I had your energy, like this shit would be boring as fuck.
No, we would be on NPR.
What's
NPR's
that?
where the money's at.
Oh, so we just want to talk married, calm, and regular and shit.
No, but hello everyone. Welcome to the Light Skin Perspective. My name is Kenan, Jerome. This is my co-host.
And yes, I'm a comedian, Mo Green. We just out here trying to get pussy, basically. You know what we just saying in real calm.
We use what we do is we talk real low, real calm, and we drink cappuccinos and frappuccinos. And
We drink
people
smart water. You know.
People think that we're smart because we just sit here and we talk like really.
We think we're smart because we got bald heads, we light skin, we got glasses.
We talk really calm and we talk really low. And if you listen to us, and you're older, you're probably older than 65 if you listen to us. Yeah. But we put you to sleep because we talk to you. Have you ever listened to NPR?
I've heard of it, but I've never listened to it.
You know, National Public Radio. They're like,
yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never really
support National Public Radio. Make sure you dial 1-800 Mo Beans to be able to contribute because National Public
was Don Imus on that? Because I give it
is funded by you and is funded by the community.
I just get Don Imus vibes. Oh yeah. So Oprah, huh? Yeah. She's that's a nappy head of hoe.
Dom Imus wasn't on fucking.
No, but he has that calm, like low voice. He's basically Howard Stern before Howard Stern.
Don Imus was on like Sirius or some shit, right? Or just regular.
He said those some nappy headed hoes. That shit was hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
I mean,
he said these other chicks at that school, they're hot. These other ladies, they got bullet wounds and these some nappy headed.
That's what he said.
He said nappy headed hoes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I know he said nappy headed hoes, but did he?
No, he was talking about how they look rough and shit. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He said, rough.
He got fired from CBS Radio in 2007.
Yep. From seeing that comment, and it was Patrice O'Neal defended him.
Yeah, Patrice was always defending. He would always go on Fox News and
coon it up. No, I'm joking. Some people would view it as cooning, but he was actually being objective.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of comedians back in the day that used to go on Fox News. Amy Schumer was always on Fox News back in the day.
Jim Norton
was always on Fox News. Jon Stewart would show up every now and then when he wasn't during the Daily Show. I think, to be honest with you, the modern age of comedy, I think the best time of comedy, I call it the post 9/11 years. From 2001 to 2011, since the 60s, like since the prior years. Yeah. And Lenny Bruce, he was okay, but since like the prior years, the 70s, the 60s and 70s, the post 9/11 years, that decade,
it was dope.
It was dope because all the comedians we have now came up during that time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they started in the 90s, but they really got their footing and stuff in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
That's where you got Kevin Hart. That's where you got the Dave Chappelle as we know him.
Yeah.
That's where you had Patrice O'Neal. That's when you had Hannibal Buress. Yep. That's when you had Trevor Noah. That's when you had Jon Stewart. That's when you had
Bill Burr. Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Amy Schumer, unfortunately.
You said Norton? Yep.
Yeah, Jim Norton.
Colin Quinn.
You know, all of those.
Fucking Nick DiPaolo. That motherfucker's funny.
Yeah. That's when everyone really started to, and that's when all the comedians that we look up to now start blowing up. And what was interesting about the post 9/11, we were in the middle of a war. You know, basically everyone was patriotic back then. Everybody was patriotic, and we were allowed to kind of just talk shit. Like people,
right.
People talk shit about, they talk shit about like Bush, George Bush, and they talk shit about the Iraq War. You know, there was a bunch of people that got offended and shit, but I mean, it wasn't like we were split down the middle politically. We all were just able to just get together, yell at each other, call each other retards, and then
it was embraced. The discord was embraced. The conversation was embraced. But now it's like censorship and like motherfucking conformity. You know what I mean?
That's why Comedy Central was amazing back then, because they had the Chappelle Show, they had the Daily Show with Jon Stewart, they had all these. No one was really woke. And then what happened is post 2011, which is ironically the year that Patrice passed.
That's right.
That's when the industry started to change.
Yep.
And it was almost like Patrice was like the Biggie Smalls of the comedy game. And then after Biggie and after Tupac were killed, it was almost like it was a new change of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the end of an era. But I think underground. I think we're kind of coming back. I mean, what I've noticed.
I think it's a good crop of comics, man. I think there are. I mean, see, the thing about comedy, social media, etc. The problem with it is comedy is one art form where everybody thinks they can do it, because comedians that are good make it look easy, and you're just up there talking. But the ignorant eye doesn't know all the craftsmanship and the years of time and dedication and practice that it takes to come off like it looks easy, because it looks like you're just talking. Even though even the comedians that are like Earthquake that quote unquote don't write, or D. Ray Davis, they're still recording shit and listening to stuff. They write that way. You know what I'm saying? So and comedy is just one of those things. It's like everybody like could give you advice or think they can. Yo, I know that I got this joke for you. That's the only art form where any fucking bum could try to give you advice. You would never, like, if you're a pilot, nobody would ever come up to you and be like, yo, you fly planes? Word. But if you, like, you know what I'm saying? If you put the steering wheel this way, and then if you change the whatever, the controls, like, no. Or if you're a surgeon, you're a heart surgeon, word. But if you do the seventh valve instead of the fifth, then maybe you can make that motherfucker lag. No. Comedy is the only art form. Matter of fact, it takes longer to be a consistent, decent stand-up comedian, full-time comic making money. It takes longer to become that than to become a fucking doctor. 10 years. It doesn't take 10 years to become a doctor, man.
10 years.
It doesn't take 10 years to become a doctor. It's like 6 to 8. 10. You know what I mean? Lawyer, same shit. So for people to just think they could just I'm funny. I could do this. Yeah, you might have funny 2 or 3 minutes. Your friends might fuck with you. What you gonna do when you get to 7? And you ran out of material.
I mean, it says, according to the internet, it says it takes, including the residency program, it takes 10 to 12 years. However, I support what you're saying, because to really find your voice takes 10 years. To really find your voice takes 10 years. So by the time you get to 10 years, you're just beginning. You're just beginning,
so it takes longer. Yeah, but you get what I mean. You get what I'm saying. It takes,
I get what you mean,
or like, let's say, even if it takes the same amount of time as becoming a doctor, you still wouldn't disrespect the doctor trying to give him advice on some shit you have no idea. But they'll disrespect you as a comic and try to give you some advice on some shit that takes just as long.
You're a doctor? Well, first of all, fuck you and your career, because y'all are out here accidentally killing people on the on the operating table. If I get sick, fuck you. I'm gonna just use my herbs and spices because that's what my holistic doctor told me. Who is a real doctor, is a more real doctor than you. You
Dr.
fucking
CB?
sell out. You sell out, Doctor Bitch. Doctor who? Doctor you. Fuck you, doctor. That's
and a lot of those doctors, they got those pharmaceutical companies in their back pocket, so they co-sign shit that they don't even believe in sometimes, man. Medication and shit.
Yeah. You can kiss
all. You don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need nothing. You know, if you catch chlamydia, just drink cranberry juice, nigga. You feel me? If you get herpes, meditate.
Yeah, you get herpes.
You gotta meditate away the herpes. You gotta be like this.
You get some herpes, take some Epsom salt, and put it in the bathtub.
Epsom salt. My fucking molasses. You gotta drink castor oil. Oil.
Yeah, and then get some lavender pillows and put them between your legs.
You feel me? Lavender pillows. Put some Vicks inside your nostrils. That's what I did. Vicks. Whatever disease you got, you got AIDS, just put Vicks on your dick.
That's gonna be a breath of fresh air for your penis. Your penis. You put some Vicks on it. Your penis is gonna go.
No, she's like this. The chick after she's like, is that eucalyptus?
She's gonna suck your dick and it's gonna turn into a York peppermint patty commercial.
Whenever I suck this dick peppermint patty, I get a refreshed sensation in my throat.
Refreshed sensation. I'm on top of the Himalayas for some reason. Every woman, that's it. Every woman that sucks my dick, I want her to feel like that she's standing on the peak of Mount Everest.
Yeah, and she about to go skiing down the slopes. You know how you do this shit when they lean forward and shit. That's my favorite ski move, man.
Have you been skiing?
Never. Sledding, but never skiing. You?
Man, no, but I'm kind of scared. Because I thought skiing was easy, but I guess it's not.
No, hell no.
Because you're
on a slippery surface and you're going like 30, 40 miles per hour. You fucking die.
And
that's how Sonny Bono died.
And the mountains that they be coming down be humongous.
Oh,
they be like 1,000 feet they be like 1,500 feet in the air, and they go from the top down to the bottom.
And they dive in trees and shit.
And
you ever see the movie? You ever see Better Off Dead? John Cusack.
Probably. But what happened?
The whole thing is, it was bullies. It was, the 80s had the weirdest bullies. It was like a group of jocks, but they were all on the ski team, not the football team. And he was like trying to date some chick that was an ex-boyfriend of. And so he used to get bullied by like ski team dudes and shit. And like at the end, he had to race against them. And like one of his skis broke. And like they was watching from binoculars. He's like, oh my God, he's skiing with one ski. And the guy that said that was a booger for Revenge of the Nerds. Because he was getting like a lot of work back then and shit. Yeah.
Those movies back then were so weird because it was like they tried to make it seem like that all nerds were like good people.
Yeah.
And we're not.
They just had weird villains. Like they had ski team villains. Another movie like had like rollerblade, like the movie oh my God, Airborne. It was like bullet. They're like dudes that rollerbladed. Huh?
Airborne with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, I don't think he. No. Airborne was.
My bad. That was Airheads. My bad.
Yeah. Airborne was.
Airborne had Seth Green in it.
He was a famous actor, but he quit. Oh, Shane McDermott. He quit. But Jack Black. That was one of Jack Black's first movies. Seth Green, Brittany Powell. But the bullies they used to play hockey. They used to play hockey or whatever. But they would like play street hockey sometimes, and they would just like rollerblade. And at the end, it was like a big rollerblade race. I'm like, you getting bullied by niggas with tights and 4-wheeled skates.
Yeah, now you would be like, man, get the fuck out of my face. Back then, what my favorite movie of the 90s back then was?
What's that?
D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, that's a great movie, man.
D2,
that was the one.
Ducks.
That was the one.
D2, the Mighty Ducks. I mean, I don't even remember what happened in the first Mighty Ducks. Nor
Me
in
neither.
The third.
Who does?
D2, the Mighty Ducks. Are you fucking kidding me?
With Kenan Thompson, it's knuckle puck time.
It's knuckle puck time.
You had the Bash Brothers. You had this shit was dope. You had the chick. You know what I mean? You had it was a great movie. It was a great movie. Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez was in it. Was that the movie with
Actually, Jussie Smollett was in that shit.
He was?
Yeah. He had a minor role though. They had Joshua Jackson, Emilio Estevez.
Okay. So Emilio Estevez was in it. Emilio Estevez was in it.
Margaret Moreau. I don't know a lot of these people. I don't know them though.
That was the episode. That was the movie where they faced against like the Russians, right?
Yeah.
Or like the people from like Greenland or some shit.
Yeah.
Or Iceland. That's what it was.
Iceland. I think it was Iceland. Yep.
Yeah, Joshua Jackson was in it. Kenan Thompson.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I didn't know he was in it.
Brandon Adams was in it. He was always like the token black kid in all the kids' movies back in the day.
I like Sean Weiss, even though he's like a junkie now, but he was in the movie Heavyweights. He was dope in Heavyweights.
Kenan Thompson was in Heavyweights back in the day too.
Yep. They used to recycle a lot of these young guys in like similar movies around that time.
Yeah. Like Disney used to use like the same actors like back in the 90s,
yo. Yeah. D2 was a good choice though. Excellent movie, yo. Excellent fucking movie.
Oh, Jussie Smollett was in the first. It was in the first.
The first one, yeah. But I don't remember. Nobody remembers that movie. Who remembers it? I don't remember it.
Well, that's because the thing about it is D2, the Mighty Ducks was so good for kids. Like it was so good, and I guess like we were at that right age, like when it came out, that like everybody saw it, and like because like the Mighty Ducks came out when Mighty Ducks came out.
The original? I'm not sure.
Yeah, the original came out in like 1992. Okay, 1992.
Oh, okay.
And I guess we like went to see it or like whatever the fuck, right? Like I never really saw it, and even when I did, I saw it like on videotape. But yo, I got D2 the Mighty Ducks on videotape.
Yeah, it's a couple movies like Little Giants is a great movie. Little Giants, The Sandlot. The Sandlot's probably the best one out of all of them. Sandlot. D2 Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights. It's a few like the mid 90s, 93 to 95 has some good kid movies.
But the best movie, the best sequel of the 90s. What's the best sequel of the 90s?
T2. Terminator 2.
No, you're wrong. Sister Act 2, Back to the Habit. When you want
you know what? I watched it.
If you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. It had Lauryn Hill in it. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. It was directed by Bill Duke, who was black.
The only song I can remember was from the only song I remember is from the High Five. Girl, I will never leave the band around mine and new. 'Cause of my heart, I know that I never should have let you go. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Girl, when I first met you, I didn't realize you wanted to stay around, but I wanted to play around it.
Yeah, what part?
Now I can't forget you.
What part of the movie was that in?
I think that was just a video. That was about a High Five, and they used clips for the movie. I don't think that was actually.
That wasn't really in the movie. Stop it. I mean, I know.
Yo, look up the High Five and Never Should Have Let You Go.
It's on the soundtrack, but I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Soundtrack.
Was that?
I didn't watch the movie. Like I don't.
They did a Get Up Off That Thing.
Did they do Happy Day?
They did Happy Day. They did Ode to Joy. They did Joyful. And it was like the hip hop version of Joyful. They were like, Joyful, we and then the guys came out there like they're like, yo, Joyful, we
It's a great movie.
We done with G.O.D.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, you know me. We done with G.O.D. Yeah, you know me. We done with G.O.D. Yeah, you know me.
It ain't fucking with. It's great, but that's not fucking with Terminator 2, man. Come on, man. That's the greatest sequel ever.
I mean, they're two totally different movies, but
I know. You're saying within that genre. Within that genre, you're probably right. I have to watch it again now. You know?
I'm talking like D2.
I was thinking of Whoopi Goldberg in that movie because she just looks so different right now. Don't you think like the way Raven Simone looks right now? She's like a light-skinned version of Whoopi Goldberg. She's like very chubby and very jolly and masculine with like a shaved head with dreadlocks.
She's happy. I mean, she's happy now. She's she married her white woman, and
she looked crazy. Like she's
just, she used to be hot back in the day. She was like
Jasmine Guy level, Lisa Bonet level of hot.
I'm so Raven. What's it called? I'm so Raven.
You think? I'm trying to guard how I say it, but because I know we're trying to be better. But do you think some people make those changes in their sexuality because they're not as attractive anymore to like opposite sex? Because some people I feel like they be so ugly that's all they can do is get another ugly person.
No, I think okay. So I do think that people are born that way. I do definitely think they're born that way. But also, I think it's also a privilege to be able to live that type of lifestyle. In the sense that I think it's easier in certain circumstances. It's easier. Like in Los Angeles, it's easier for a person to be open like that than in other places. And I've actually.
Why do you think that is, though?
I mean, because of finances, because of the class of people that you hang out with. You know, the richer you are, the better life is. Mm-hmm. So I think people are more open when they're financially stable versus people that aren't. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why homosexuality is looked down upon in the black community, because so a lot of people are still trying to fight hard to kind of like keep their space in the world. And they feel like that the LGBT is trying to take the space of black people, because a lot of times they try to compare LGBT rights to like black struggles. And people be like, nah, nigga, y'all gays, y'all go over there and do your little sissy shit and leave us real black people over here and blah, blah, blah. Like, you hear that all the time. Yeah. And then when there's like a gay black person, a lot of people be like, yo, are you black? Or are you gay first?
Are you gay first?
And it's like, but that's not even fair, though. That's not even fair. That's like coming to me and be like, yo, Kenan, do you speak proper English, or are you black first? It's like, yeah, well, you make fun of me for enunciating. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of black gay people end up getting made fun of or abused by other people because they're gay, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's a hard question when you're like, what, are you black first or you gay first? Well, it's like, yeah, I've always been black, but you still treat me, you know what I mean? You still treat me like I'm not one of y'all just because I'm gay. That's how racism works. You know, a lot of times white people be like, why do you talk about race all the time? Well, I wasn't the one that was racist against myself. You know what I mean? I learned about racism from you. Like, you're the one that was racist to me, and I learned what it was. So you can't be mad at me when I'm talking about racism when you're the one that did it to me, you know? So,
and you're speaking on your experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, I stopped talking about racism when racism goes away, when people stop being racist.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple.
So with everyone's experience, they're getting the word out there to let people know that this is a shit that's still going on, and to take heed. And, you know, because I'm done with G.O.D. Yeah, you know me. I'm done with G.O.D. Yeah, you know me.
I'm trying to think of some other sequels in the 90s that, because usually sequels suck ass. There's not many that are great. That's why all we can think of is D2, T2, and Sister Act 2.
No, the 90s had a lot of sequels. Wait, hold on. Let's pull this list up.
But I'm saying like great sequels, though. Great sequels.
1990 sequels.
Like great sequels.
1990 movie sequels. I'm about to tell you right
House
now.
Party. House Party 2 is all right. House Party 2. House Party 2 is pretty good.
Well, remember, Toy Story 2 came out in 1999.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I never really watched it.
And Toy Story 2 was great.
I never was. At the time, I was 20. I was 20 years old, so I wasn't really interested in that type of stuff. No more.
All right, let's see what the best sequels are. Let's see what the best sequels are. I'm going to share this. Let's see
Back to the Future 3.
Wait, hold up. All right, so here's the best sequels of the 1990s.
Let's see.
According to the
obviously, that's T2 is automatic, yo. That's automatic. So, that's a great poster.
Back to the Future Part 3.
Yep. Which is solid.
Which came out in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
RoboCop 2 came out in 1990. That's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh, really? I gotta watch it again. It's been too long.
RoboCop 2 was just really violent. I'm not going to say it was better than RoboCop.
You notice they used to always compare RoboCop to Terminator? They used to always kind of like...
They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Predator 2, I don't know. I like the first Predator personally. It was in the jungle.
With Danny Glover? I thought it was all right. It had to grow on me, but it was okay. Yeah.
Gremlins 2, the new batch. I never really saw any of the Gremlins, so I can't really...
You weren't allowed to. I saw the first. I don't remember the part 2, though. If I watch it again, I may. It didn't leave enough of an impact for me to remember. There you go.
That's automatic. 2 Judgment Day. Yes, Terminator 2 Judgment Day was very good.
Fire.
I actually watched Terminator 2 more than I watched the first Terminator.
Yeah, me too.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I mean,
I don't remember that.
Whatever. Oh, Star Trek 6 came out in 1991. I had no idea.
I guess I don't even remember that shit.
I mean, The Wrath of Khan was great, but that came out in the 80s. That came out in 1981.
Batman Returns.
Hold on. Batman Returns. Yes, Batman Returns was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alien 3, I never really saw.
Well, hold on. What did they have as number 1? What was the first one?
Back to the Future Part 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember Alien 3.
Star Trek First Contact. Star Trek First Contact was definitely better.
That was actually good.
Than Star Trek Generations. That was a good movie. And that's all they have. But I mean, that's
90s, when Data had like emotions. They put like an emotion chip in them.
Yeah, but they also had what else did they have in the 90s? They had
I got some Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Die Hard 2 was good.
Was good. That's pretty good. Not as good as the first, but it was good.
Die Hard, Bill and Ted
with a Vengeance. To me, that's the best one.
Naked Gun 2.5. I mean, all the Naked Gun movies are good.
Yeah. Die Hard with a Vengeance was the shit, though.
A very Brady sequel. I mean, the Brady Bunch movies to me were corny, but
Never Ending Story Part 2.
Never Ending Story Part 2. Oh, yo, GoldenEye. That was the shit.
Oh, yeah.
GoldenEye was great. I just watched GoldenEye a few months ago. That movie was the shit.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Yeah,
that's good.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Now, that's dope. That came out the same year that, like, Sister Act 2 came out.
I wonder if we're on the same site.
Addams Family Values was good. Die Hard with the Vengeance. Yeah, Die Hard with the Vengeance was a good movie. With Samuel L. Jackson.
They're showing 80s movies here too, because that's like Ghostbusters 2.
Toy Story 2 was amazing. It was way better than Toy Story.
I never really watched it to remember.
The most underrated sequels of the 90s. They had Desperado. They had Desperado. Desperado was good.
I never really got into it. I never was into it.
Desperado
I'm not a big Western fan like that, you know.
How come this?
I don't like the dust, the hats. I got fucking Red Dead Redemption.
Have you ever seen Desperado? I don't think you've seen Desperado.
I saw it, bits and pieces of it, but I don't remember it, man.
It's like a modern day Western. It's not like it's not like a Western.
I gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn is my movie.
The Rescuers Down Under. I remember that movie. Rescuers Down Under was dope. I mean, The Rescuers was good, but yeah, The Rescuers Down Under, that was a dope movie. Current Present Danger, whatever. I don't really give a shit about that. But says Bogus Adventure.
Oh, Clear Present Danger was good. That was about they were trying to assassinate the president.
Yeah, Die Hard 2. Okay, Die Hard 2 was good. Escape from LA. Escape from LA was okay.
What is Clear Present Danger the sequel to?
Patriot Games.
Patriot Game. Okay.
Scream 2 was good. Jada Pinkett Smith was in that. The Lost
Is
World.
Men in Black 2 in the 90s?
What?
Men in Black Part 2 or not?
No, that was in 2001.
Oh, okay.
The Lost World, Jurassic Park was not as good as Jurassic Park, but it was a good movie.
I don't remember The Lost World.
Tomorrow Never Dies. No, Tomorrow Never Dies was not as good as GoldenEye. I'm sorry to say.
To me, Pierce Brosnan was the best Bond ever. That's my favorite one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Who was yours? Sean Connery?
Yo, Sean Connery got the business.
Shake and not stir. You said Jehovah's. You said Jehovah's. You said, remember in Last Crusade? You said Jehovah spelled with a J, but in Hebrew it's spelled with an I.
Yeah. Sean Connery was dope.
You said Jehovah.
I do like.
For some reason, Sean Connery sounds like he's eating cheese every time he talks.
I do like Daniel Craig, the new one. But yeah, Sean
losers complain about things being fair. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. Alien.
Let's see. I'm trying to think about. Sister Act 2. Yeah, Sister Act 2. Back in the Habit.
You love that
Sister
shit.
Act 2. I don't know. There was so many movies. That came out in the 90s that were great. Here are the movie sequels from the 90s that were embarrassingly bad.
Oh, let's see it. I bet you I like one of them.
Batman and Robin. No, wait, hold on. The Blues
Is
Brothers,
that the one?
Blues Brothers 2000. Which is
That's terrible. I saw it in the theater. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Batman and Robin was garbage.
Who's the enemy there? Arnold Schwarzenegger? Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Clooney was Batman.
I like Phantom Menace. I'm sorry.
I mean, the Phantom Menace was okay. It was, you know, The Godfather Part 3, I actually liked The Godfather Part 3.
Never watched any of them. That's crazy.
Yeah, I actually they're trying to say that The Lost World Jurassic Park was the worst. I mean, it wasn't as good as Jurassic Park.
Right.
These other movies I don't care about. Young Guns 2, The Rage Carry 2, don't care. I mean, RoboCop 2 wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't as good as RoboCop. Speed 2, Cruise Control, yeah, that movie was garbage. Home Alone 3, yeah, that movie was garbage too. Yo, Home Alone 2 came out in the 90s. That movie was good. That came out in 92.
Yeah, I thought, that was a good one.
Yeah, Home Alone came out in 1990, and Home Alone 2 came out in 92. So that was definitely a good movie. Yeah, there was a lot of good movies that came out in the 90s. Plenty of amazing movies.
Plenty. Now let's get to the topic at hand, brother.
So what I've been noticing is that a lot of fast food commercials that are out now are all like, they're trying to make us all jolly. They're trying to make us overindulge on their products, and their products aren't that good. The problem that I have with them, with a lot of these fast food commercials, is that they're confusing the general public because there's no balance in the American culture, right? Like in other countries, if you didn't know this, in other countries, fast food is like a delicacy. Like people don't eat fast food all the time. People they go to McDonald's for like special occasions, like birthdays, anniversaries, first dates, shit like that. And also the food is actually prepared better in other countries too, because a lot of the stuff that we put in our foods here in America is actually illegal in other countries, especially on the continent of Europe, because there's chemicals and stuff and preservatives that they put in the food that actually is bad for you. That's why it causes cancer and stuff like that. So a lot of food in other countries are actually more strict on that stuff, and they're healthier. But at the same time, people don't be really eating McDonald's and Burger King and all that stuff all the time.
Right.
And it's actually kind of expensive. So like a lot of people, they don't necessarily spend a lot of money with stuff like that, right? But what I find interesting is how much the commercials that we watch when it talks about like fast food stuff, how like fucked up it is. Because they literally be like, yo, you should like drink this ranch out of the fucking container because ranch is delicious. Like what type of fat commercial?
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Are you doing? And what I also don't like too is that they also like use good-looking people with abs and stuff.
In shape motherfuckers to be like, yeah, these guys eat Big Macs. And then it confuses like, man, if I can eat a Big Mac and I can still... You know how long, like, McDonald's sponsored, like, the NBA? Top athletes, predominantly black. Abs, like, we... In the black community, well, you grew up with a father figuring out, with a dad. But most of us, we didn't grow up with dads and shit. So we look up to these people. We want to play basketball like them. We want to dunk. And then they eating that bullshit. We want to eat what they eat. But it's like what they're consuming on TV, what they're showing, that's not how you get abs and jump high. That's bullshit. That's just a big company just putting money in their pocket to push poison. And the same thing happens in the medical industry too. But that's another discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, the thing about living here in the States is that a lot of this stuff is about consumerism, right? Yeah. So they basically just want you to get like even when you talk about medicine and stuff, medicine, food, it's all the same. Yeah. It's like, yo, no, we're trying to just get you to.
Why do you think it's called Food and Drug Administration? They're tied in to each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can't find it, but there's actually
it's funny how it's tied in? Because, like, you eat the bullshit food. The bullshit food makes you need medicine.
Yeah.
So it's all tied in together, man.
So let's go. So let's do a classic. Let's do a classic commercial. Let's do a 1990 throwback since we were talking about.
Let's do it.
Since we were talking about 90 cents. Let's do a 1990 throwback. I don't know if you remember this commercial, but this is how we're going to do it. Here it is.
Well, I gotta turn something on. Oh shit!
Here it is.
Alex Thomas.
Hey, isn't it Calvin? I haven't seen him for a while. Wonder where he's heading. I heard he got a job. Is that right? Well, it's about time he got himself together. Now that you mention it, there is something different about him. Just goes to show you can't judge a book by it.
Black people don't talk like
Looks
that.
like responsibility's been good for him. Well, I'm just glad somebody believed in him enough to give him a chance. Wonder where he's working.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I help you?
What's up, Jake? What up? Where's Calvin?
Look at Alex Thomas.
J.O.B., man. What? He's still flipping those burgers at Mickey D's? Here's your order.
Thanks, Calvin.
Girls think like that.
He's not tired of
Hell no.
He could be kicking it with us. Having big fun.
Yo, they look like they got prison clothes.
Meet the newest member of our management team,
good.
Calvin.
Congratulations.
Yo, they make you look like Robert Townsend.
Yep, I'm part of the management team now, Mama.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you.
Don't rip my boy too hard now. Yeah, you're right, because he does wear some fresh clothes. Yo, Calvin. Welcome to the hood. May we help you? So, nothing much. Well, I'm out.
He ain't even talk to them niggas.
Hey, yo, Calvin. What's the word on that job thing? Oh, man, not for me.
Friend of mine.
For a friend of mine.
Yo.
Yep, I'm part of the management team now, Mama.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you.
It's only afternoon.
But still, it's a promotion.
I gotta get back to work.
Guess what, Anna?
Calvin is the new manager at McDonald's.
Straight up, Cal's been honored at Mickey D's, so they gave him his properties.
He owns a McDonald's and just got his property.
For real? Calvin? Calvin that used to hang out on the corner?
So you own McDonald's?
No, not yet.
Man,
I wish all niggas? They make it seem like we all talk like that.
I wish women cared that when I worked at Wendy's. I wish women were like, "Oh my God, you work at Wendy's?"
You get clowned for that shit. Actually, nowadays you won't, because like don't they make $20 an hour now? Like everybody.
Yeah, like $20 an hour and shit. It's like
shit. That's better than what I'm doing. But my thing is, it's like when they do commercials like that, and I get it, they're trying to connect with black people, but all black people don't talk like that. Why can't they have like an educated brother, a gay one? Well, it's like, yo, hey, what's going on, Kenan? I see you flipping those burgers. He's like, yeah, man, they just raised my pay up to $5.75. Like it's a '90s commercial, talking like they from the '70s.
But I mean, the thing about it is like, basically what they're saying is McDonald's is keeping young black men off the streets. He's like, we don't want you hanging out. We don't want you hanging out with these hoodlums. We want you in here flipping burgers.
It's keeping niggas off the street and niggas in the hospital with diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, we're still killing niggas, but
at least you're in a different way.
At least you're not shooing them.
Yo, the Caucasian is crafty as a motherfucker. If they can't kill us like directly, they're gonna do it indirectly.
Yeah.
Sugar, diabetes, crack. What does the owner of McDonald's or the person that created McDonald's and the person that created crack have in common?
What?
The niggas love their products.
Shame.
I had another punchline. I couldn't think of it.
I remember the Calvin commercial. I mean, Dave Chappelle famously did. Arnold's.
Whack Arnold's.
Yeah, but they're like,
gonna play that shit or not?
They're like, yeah, do. Now, do you remember what MC Hammer used to do? Those KFC commercials.
Bring it up. Pull it up. I remember the Whack Arnold. She was like, ew, you smell like French fries.
But that's what it's like in real life.
Yeah, I worked in restaurants for years. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, my first job was at fucking Wendy's, and then after that, I worked at Staples. No one was fucking me when I worked at Staples.
Yo, you got to do the McLovin one after this one.
I gotta do the McLovin one now.
Oh, okay. Yo.
Oh, girl, I know your secret. You dipping on me. Got that McNuggets loving. You went to McDonald's? It just ain't fair. Why can't you share your
Nice song. So you're not getting any of my crispy, juicy McNuggets.
Girl, you got to please don't be stingy.
She fine though. That look she gave at the end, bro, nigga. But all right.
Wait.
First of all,
Today we're going to do a little furniture shopping.
There's what?
Are you born? Boy, I found something new. I want to share my sweet chili sauce with you.
Oh, I remember this one.
Oh, the chili sauce is good.
I'm not sharing my crispy, juicy chicken McNuggets. I got you.
You got me in 10 pieces, you're not so stingy. Yeah, and the sauce is sweet.
The sweet chili sauce is good.
Yo.
No, baby, please don't go.
They're like,
You sing them.
they're like good because I was about to break
That
up
was
with
like,
your ass.
He's like, you got me a 10-piece. He's like, you got me a 10-piece, so you're no longer stingy. Like, this motherfucker put passion in some fast food. Yo, they had to make that second commercial. Because if they don't make the first commercial, black women look stingy as hell and needy. You know what I mean? Like, the optics is fucked up.
It's like,
you know,
bitch, you ain't gonna share some fucking chicken nuggets with me?
Yeah, there's some nuggets. This shit $2. You got a 10-piece. Don't be stingy.
That's not even real chicken. And you over there saying, like,
feel me?
These are my juicy chicken. Look, I've never had a
But you know what though?
chicken McNugget.
You know what?
McDonald's.
You know what would happen if there was a white guy in that commercial in that same situation? It'd be three light skinned kids in the background playing in the balls and shit. And
it'd be like,
they have a whole family.
They're like, yo, each person can afford their own chicken McNuggets because I'm white. That's
beautiful light skinned kids. And you know what their kids are gonna grow up to have? A light skinned perspective.
Light skin perspective. Yeah. I mean, and we both have black parents.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you got a 2-piece? Please don't be stingy.
All right, let's get to these MC Hammer commercials.
That's one of my favorite commercials. I ain't gonna lie. Like dudes used to sing that shit on some R&B, like harmonizing and shit.
All right. So here's the
first. MC Hammer. Okay, let's go.
MC Hammer. This is when he's dancing for some.
Oh my god! Chicken. Here we go.
Well, you're stuck here. Where is here? This is Lake Edna.
Lake Edna?
Hammer.
Wait a minute. Sound like it's gonna be another one of those.
Isn't that? Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
This is one of those records when the
KFC honey barbecue fried chicken. Something new in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Do they even still have honey barbecue chicken?
I don't know. But you know what's funny?
I don't eat KFC.
I recall that era, and people they used to shit on MC Hammer so much for marketing with products and things of that nature. And now everybody does that shit, yo. He's the one that like really made that popular, and they used to shit on him like a motherfucker. Now you got Saweetie or fucking who was Travis Scott with his little combo with the burger with fucking barbecue sauce.
You know what?
Somebody said, hold on. Somebody said the Britney Spears special was like chicken nuggets in the ice water. My boy Mike Massaro.
You know what? I want to get famous enough. I want to get famous enough to be able to have my own meal at 7-Eleven. It'll be 2-day-old pizza and 3 honey barbecue hot wings.
No.
And a Slim Jim and a Slurpee.
Nah, you gonna have dick shaped pickles, like a pickle's already shaped like a dick, but they're gonna carve the balls into that shit.
What?
That's a quote.
Shut up, you idiot! Shut up.
That was funny. You know that shit was funny. Dick shaped pickles.
Let's look at more MC Hammer.
You should get the Michael Jackson Pepsi one too.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the Taco Bell.
Yep. Let's do it. Bring it up.
All right. Here we go. Let's see MC Hammer dance with Taco Bell.
So Hammer, I'm starving. Let's get some burgers.
I got down with somebody. You know, said like I said, they need.
Oh, that's right.
Man, MC Hammer was making it back then.
Oh yeah. My mother said that was one of the best concerts she ever went to.
Oh, not the parachute pants.
Oh, literal parachute.
59 cents at
Whoa.
Taco Bell?
That's 30 years ago, man.
Fuck.
That's 30. You can still get for $1.
Man.
MC
they was making bank back then, son.
He put on great concerts. His problem was he paid too many people. He would have like 100 people with him on stage, and they all was getting paid. All of them. He tried to save the whole. He tried to pay the whole Oakland. You know what I mean?
You can't do that, MC Hammer. You gotta do like
You gotta be cheap like.
You gotta be cheap. You gotta have.
You gotta be cheap like this.
You gotta have like 2 open.
You gotta be cheap. Yeah, you gotta be cheap like some of these rich niggas, man. That they millionaires, but they can't even give you 20 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
That's how they stop. That's how they stay millionaires. Now, here's Hammer eating some popcorn chicken.
Hammer!
Last night, Russ Beeler, owner of Lake Edna KFC, opened Hammer's eyes to new popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy, bite-sized morsels. A whole new way to enjoy the Colonel's chicken. Come on, Hammer. The problem was, no one could get him to go on. until the last piece was gone.
Now that's pop.
New KFC popcorn chicken. Treat yourself for $1.99. The band just $5.99 in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Where the fuck is Lake Edna?
I don't know.
Good for you.
I kind of like that commercial. That was dope. Hammer was dope. I was a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah, good
still.
for you, MC Hammer. Good for you, MC Hammer, for making that money off that white man.
Yeah. He was so huge. They had. That's what the industry does. Become like a big artist that's marketable, that like the whole America likes. Those motherfucking companies gonna get behind you, man. To put money behind you because people are watching you.
Yeah,
and
man.
If you have an audience, products will sell.
I mean, I gotta make sure that my fucking shoulders are big enough to be able to get that kind of back.
Yeah.
But another thing too, like for example, Jack in the Box, they have these commercials, right? Yeah. And Jack in the Box is for people that are high. Their food doesn't make any sense. And I know this because they literally had a meal called the Munchie Meal. Watch this commercial.
Would you rather have spoons for hands or elbows for
These
ears?
people are high.
I'd rather have food. Let's make a late-night foodie call and get my munchie meal with the new jalapeno burger. It's loaded with sliced and stuffed jalapenos, melting cheese, and spicy taco sauce. I'll eat it with my spoon hands.
What? I can't hear you. I'm going to do my elbow.
Yeah, these niggas are high.
Yo, nigga, that commercial looks like the set of Half Baked.
Yeah, they're high as fuck. And
that shit look good. But
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, you have a night of drinking liquor, all kind, and then you eat that jalapeno laden shit. Yo, shit's gonna be terrible the next day. Cause remember Burger King used to have the angry Whopper. Remember the angry Whopper? It was like jalapenos. It was some type of hot sauce. It was like hot cheese, delicious. I think the bun was hot. The bun was spicy. So I'm drinking Tito's and tequila all night. 3 in the morning, I go and I eat that shit. Man, the next day, fire.
Terrible. Out your booty hole.
That's how my ass sound. It's terrible.
The worst thing is literally when you have fiery shit the morning afterwards. I deal with heartburn. So I don't really be in that stuff late to begin with. So I deal with heartburn. Like if I die, it's gonna be because I spit up some Tabasco sauce in the middle of the night. That's what happened to me. So like
great way to go.
So like if that would be a terrible way to go. That is painful as fuck.
I don't know. Oh, I thought you meant like dying in your sleep. No, you like choking.
No, yeah. I mean, I would choke to death. I would choke to death. That would be. And there's something worse than choking to death where you have spicy stuff stuck in your trachea.
If you choking to death, like if you dying, like you choking to death, like right before you die, you gotta say no homo. No homo.
You're like, man, I hope no one thought I was choking on the dick while I was dying.
Yo, Kenan, man, how come I'm always dirty? I'm trying to be a cleaner comic. Why am I always dirty? What's wrong with me, man?
Because you are an urchin.
I don't know what that means, but I either tell dirty jokes or gay jokes.
You're gonna get canceled.
My bad.
You're gonna get canceled for sure.
No, I'm being
no. You're joking. You're like, oh, and then you like pause, and then you die. And then they're like, the coroner comes and the detectives come, and they're like, yo, how did he die? What was his last words? If I remember correctly, if I understand this correctly, he said pause. And no homo. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that was a message.
Yo, I could see that being a skit in one of your movies, man. I could see that shit or seeing it. Yo, this nigga was so gangster, he died choking on some eggs, but he said pause right before he passed away. That's a Prodigy. You know Prodigy from Mobb Deep? That's how he died. Choking on an egg. Yeah.
He choked on an egg? Wait,
one of the hardest rappers ever. Huh? Yeah.
Prodigy?
He died choking on an egg. He choked to death on a hard-boiled egg. But he probably said pause. He was like, oh, pause. Harlem, nigga. He just died.
Yo, and he died at 42.
Yeah. I outlived him. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. He choked to death. Yep. On an egg. He said pause though. In Harlem, they say pause. That's where he's from. No. Nah, my bad. Mobb Deep from Queensbridge. I don't know what they slang. But in Harlem, they always say pause. Dame Dash. Prime example.
Damn.
I know. I'll be knowing my fact. So we got some more commercials. Let's get into it.
Yeah. We got Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Right. Jack in the Box is out here basically being like, yo, Jack in the Box is like, yo, we all fat and high.
Yo, I haven't eaten fast food in probably like 4 months.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'll go to a diner. I'll do a burger at a diner all day.
I do burger. Yeah, I like burgers at a diner.
I don't even do Subway no more. I don't do none of that shit really. To be honest with you. Yeah.
Subway, eat fresh.
I gotta sacrifice things that I loved as a kid if I want first of all, if I want to live longer, and if I'm trying to get into Hollywood, I have to look better. I have to.
I mean, we gotta basically do our own shit, but
yeah, for sure. But you want to be ready when you get that call, though. You don't want to like get a call and you was about to get like a supporting role in the movie, but your stomach too fat.
These niggas gonna take me the way I am. All right, here's another commercial.
They already got Overton from Living Single, man.
No, Overton isn't a thing anymore. He's not a thing.
He's doing comedy. John
yeah,
Hamm.
But he's not in Hollywood. A lot of people are doing comedy.
But they still, he's the bald-headed. There ain't that many bald-headed, like, medium-sized niggas. All right, let's go.
Oh, wow, look.
What the fuck?
There's a dip and
crunch bacon cheeseburger. I'm gonna dip out and get one down. Dip and crunch bacon
cheeseburger. What the fuck?
Yo, that shit look mad delicious. Yo, that's some shit I would do. On some fat shit. My drinking days.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually want some Jack in the Box. I want some
that shit like because I put chips in my burger already. But you just dipping it in the chips, and you got fries on the side. Well, the sauce first, then chips, then yeah, I fucks with that.
Yo, I want Jack in the Box. The more of these commercials I watch. Look at these commercials.
Pop it like it's hot. 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 Pop it like it's hot.
Pop my $5.99 classic and spicy 50-50 popcorn chicken combo. Only at Jack in the Box.
Damn.
Jack in the Box is West Coast, right?
Yeah. It's for us fatties out here on the West Coast. God damn.
Man, that shit look yeah. You know why it's good fast food? You know one place I will go? Dairy Queen.
Oh, Dairy Queen has delicious fast food.
They got great burgers. As long as it's not like I would do Dairy Queen. I'll do like Five Guys. I'll do Jake's Way Back. Like upper or Muya. Like, I'll do upper echelon fast food once in a while. I remember I took my nephew for his birthday to some Muya. We had 2 burgers, 2 milkshakes, 2 fries. $37.
Wow.
$37, man.
My favorite burger at Dairy Queen is the DQ Flame Burger.
That's the one. That's mine too. Yep.
Yeah.
Spicy one.
And I remember the commercial. Let me show you the commercial. There's no Dairy Queens close to me.
Oh, no, Dairy Queen. I think they must use like a different quality of meat, or they don't have the same chemical as these other fat. Because I don't feel sick after I eat it. When I eat that other places, yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain I don't know. I like it. So here's the Dairy Queen commercial.
That shit's good.
Look, The new flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen.
Oh my God.
Bacon and Tabasco flavored mayo.
Yo.
Go on carefully and do you something different.
Yo, nigga.
Dairy
that looks delicious.
And then you eat a flamethrower burger and have like a what's the ice cream called? A Blizzard?
A Blizzard afterwards?
An Oreo Blizzard after it? Oh, geez.
Man, it's the perfect common, it's the perfect blend. It's the perfect blend. Some good shit. But I could drive right to it's a Dairy Queen 15 minutes from me. I could drive to that bitch right now, but I'm gonna be good.
Let me see.
I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna do it.
There's no fucking Dairy Queen near me.
Once 15 minutes is right. Matter of fact, the town that you stayed in, Cromwell, when you was out in Connecticut, it was right up the street from you. It was on that same strip. Yep.
Let's see, the Dairy Queen that actually has burgers. The closest one is 18 miles away from me. And everyone else is 21. I guess I'll have to get one the next time I go to Disneyland. But let's see, what's one last commercial that we can do before we wrap up?
How about any LeBron James McDonald's commercial? You know this dude don't eat that bullshit, man. He spends $1 million a year on his body. He's not eating. So if you eat Big Macs, you can dunk. Excuse me.
Oh,
I came down with like a little allergies, man. It was a little summer cold.
Here's one.
All right. You got that McNuggets loving. It just ain't fair.
James missing an easy dunk. 1 in 5 million. Odds of LeBron winning a prize, 1 in 4.
Hey, a McFlurry.
Monopoly at McDonald's. The odds are irresistible.
All right.
Players say you can't dunk. It's
all right.
chicken nugget.
Let me tell you why this makes me mad. First of all, that nigga's in shape. He's not eating that shit. Second of all, a millionaire, multi-millionaire, not gonna be excited about winning a fucking McFlurry. Like it's all bullshit. Like to me, these restaurants need to keep it real. Just have fat niggas just eating and shit. In the hospital beds after
that's
you know how like in Canada or if you smoke cigarettes like the cigarette advertisements have like they'll show like babies like deformed from cigarettes and like people with like trach rings in their neck and shit.
They're like yeah,
McDonald's.
I spent all my life smoking cigarettes and now I have to deal with this. If you don't want to do this, you need to stop smoking cigarettes.
Right. They got to do the same thing with McDonald's commercial. So you have LeBron up at the top and at the bottom. Yeah, niggas in hospital beds or respirators dying.
They'll start signing. McDonald's commercial will turn into Biggie Small music videos. I went to McDonald's and I got myself 2 Big Macs.
2 beef patties, beef pretzel sauce. Oh, limited. Like Biggie Smalls. Why the fuck was he never in a McDonald's commercial?
Yeah, Biggie Smalls.
Hey, Big, what you trying to get? You trying to get a salad? No. Oh, I ain't trying to get a salad. I'm trying to get me a Big Mac, extra pickles and lettuce and cheese with the French fries with no salt. Baby, and a Diet Coke. Oh.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls could have made some bank if he was doing fucking McDonald's or like KFC or like Popeyes commercials or some shit.
I think like Shang had a joke. I think it was Shang. He was doing Biggie Smalls' voice because he said he was fat and he should do commercials. He was like, "I love it when you make me fresh pasta." Throw your hands in the player if you was that fat player, because I see some ladies tonight giving me chicken and gravy. Oh, but you don't never. If it's not no fat niggas in your commercial eating the food, I don't believe you. Because if the food is really good, what do? You overeat. If this nigga's skinny, he got abs and shit, this motherfucker ain't eating that, man. But if he fat, almost dying and shit, got the oxygen machine, and you still eating like this man is so dedicated, he's in a wheelchair with an oxygen tank. And he's still eating double quarter pounders.
And He's like,
I'm dedicated. He had a bib on his shit. I'm dedicated to the food. It's real delicious. And you know what? It's so good. I'm willing to risk life and limb just so I can get that sweet taste on my tongue. If you got abs, your tongue is not happy at all.
yeah, it's really not easy to do the diet thing.
No,
it's not easy to do the diet thing at all.
At all. I've been going at this shit hard since May. I'm down like 15 pounds since then, but like, yo, it's terrible. Can't eat ice cream. Or you got to eat in like a small portion. Who the fuck could just eat a spoonful of some Chunky Monkey? What the fuck? Or some cherry Garcia, like just one spoon and you're done. You know how hard that shit is?
I'm telling you, these diets can kiss my ass.
I know. I hope we're old enough. Oh, not old enough, but I hope we still have our wits to witness a day where niggas like us is mad sexy to everybody. Like just fat, light skinned, regular niggas is the shit. We're gonna be like 90, right? This house gonna go down. Me and you gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be like 90, you're gonna be like 86, 87, whatever, 85. And it's gonna be mad fat niggas that's bald and shit getting mad bitches. And we're gonna be like, yo, where the fuck these hoes was at when I was young? This is some bullshit.
This is the whole because they all grew up listening to our podcast.
And it finally caught on when we was too old to get our freak on and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, this is some bullshit. It's kind of like slavery, like when slavery was over, but like and like some of these slaves, they finally witnessed it being over, but they're like 90 years old, so you can't even enjoy this white pussy because you too old.
They're like, I fought for this.
I want to enjoy this shit. I'm not excited about the world being better for my kids. I want the shit to be better while I'm here. Fuck that.
Well, that's the sacrifice. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to end it here because now I'm hungry.
We banged out 3 in 2 days. That's dope.
Mo Green, where can they find you?
You can find me Comedian Mo Green on all platforms. Comedian Mo Green. And that has all my dates and things of that nature.
You can follow me, Kenan J. Floyd, on all platforms. Linktree.com/Kenan J. Floyd. Guys, if you're just joining our podcast or just tuning into our YouTube channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications of new videos. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at LSPcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you guys later.
Make comments. Leave your comments too, man.
Yeah,
get us talking. Yeah,
what are some commercials? Yeah. What are some of your favorite old school fast food commercials? We want to see that shit.
Let us know, man. Put it down below. Let us know. Put it down below. Peace.